Apple launched Apple Vision Pro. I know you have a lot to say about this. I'll let you go first.
Actually, I want to know what you think about this.
I think it's very cool. In fact, I was watching Lex Friedman with Zuck yesterday. Did you watch that? I thought he had a good response. Like my first impression was, dude, how can Apple make something without controllers, which seems way cooler? And even Marcus Brownlee tested it in like, it feels so intuitive to just move your fingers and to select icons. And then on the Lex Friedman podcast, Zuck said that in the new Quest, the next one that they'll do, you can do hands-free.
You can already do it on the Quest 2.
You can already do it on the Quest 2. And he said that the controllers are a deliberate thing because he wanted to make something that is affordable by more people and specifically for gaming. Whereas Apple went for an entertainment type of thing, which is classic Apple, right? Like the whole thing is like
it's for rich people.
Cool. It's for rich people. It's cool. It's design. It's almost like, at this point, it's just a signaling thing. If you can afford Vision Pro, which means you have a certain class and a certain taste. I've tried the Quest Pro. I would buy Vision Pro A because I can afford it. And B,
subtle flex.
I mean, shut the fuck up. You can also afford it. Why you make it seem like? Yeah, I think it's cool. It's 100% classic Apple. Just hype me up. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
But about the world of AR, I don't know. I think you can still do a lot of cool shit on the Quest and people have built games. Quest is like a gaming thing, right?
Yeah.
That's already happened. I wonder what new thing people will do on Vision Pro, which I think is your domain. You'd know more about.
See, I haven't tried the Vision Pro, so I'll reserve my actual judgment for when, it comes out. I'm more impressed by the Quest 3, right? Even the Quest 2 now has pass-through mode, where it's all black and white, but you can build AR apps. And I'm sure the Quest 3 will also allow you to build AR apps, right? So I'm talking this as an engineer / builder. I would love to build games for AR headsets, right? I think VR, see, I'll tell you the problem with VR, okay? I don't know if these numbers are correct, but apparently, and Mark Zuckerberg once said this on some podcast, that apparently they've sold as many units as the PlayStation last year.
Correct.
Right? The problem is retention. People use it 3 times and then it accumulates dust on a shelf, right? So the big problem with AR or VR rather is retention. The question we're all asking is there a device that will make you wear it every day, right? And Mark Zuckerberg's game, and I put out a thread about this, I think a year or 2 years ago, was let's make this possible for work, right? I think work is the use case where you'll use it every day, right? Gaming, there's no killer games yet.
Correct.
Right? There's no game which I would, be eager to put on the Quest for. One game which I was very eager to put on the Quest for was a game called, it's called Lone Echo, right? I don't know what the name is. I think Lone Echo or something else. Like it's a multiplayer game. I don't remember the name of the game, but you have a disc, you're in 0G, 0 gravity, and you're passing the disc along, and it's a competitive game. I loved the game. And me and my friend used to play it all the time, right? But then we stopped playing after like 2-3 months.
Like I'm wondering if it's harder to build retention with games. Social probably has a higher chance of retaining a user, or entertainment probably has a higher chance of retaining a user. Like
from my learnings, games should have the highest retention, right? Even on mobile apps, the games have the best retention. They might not make money, but they'll have the best retention. But Mark Zuckerberg tried the entire Quest for Office thing. I'll tell you how, okay? So one day they shipped an update where you can map a real keyboard into virtual space. You can have the multi-screen setup in virtual space. You can designate a couch, you'll draw a boundary around it, and then you can now sit on the couch. You'll have a couch in virtual space. So what I'm saying is they tried all of this. It just seems like nobody picked it up. Like nobody started using it on a daily basis. I don't think it's a function of the visual clarity of the Quest 2.
It's fine.
I have a friend joining us. Yeah. I don't think it's a question of the visual clarity of the Quest 2. I think it's more like the battery life. Like I'll tell you my biggest gripe. Okay. I'm just telling you this as a consumer. I hate the fact that every 2 hours I have to charge it. And eventually I just realized, dude, it's far easier to just keep it, slotted in. So I think the battery life is the biggest challenge. And I don't think the Apple headset solves it either, because in all the videos there's like that.
You have to carry
there's that thing, and now you're carrying a battery pack.
But do you think if you watch a movie in the Vision Pro and it's
I think the novelty wears off.
You think so?
I haven't tried the Vision Pro, but in the Quest, like I've watched 1 or 2 movies and then the novelty wears off. Even the Enrio layer, right? We have the AR glasses. The novelty just wears off. after a while. And my worry with this is the novelty going to wear off? In terms of what I'm building, I've thought of 3-4 things to build, right? Because it's all, you either use Unity or Unreal Engine. Unity is what they're going with because Epic and Apple went with they had some fight earlier, right? The lawsuit. So we'll still build, but I would bet on building simple games. Like I'd build an equivalent of Catan. I'd build an equivalent of chess in AR, right? Because in VR, I think there are already players who played this. Maybe poker. That's what I'd do. Now, the question with the Quest is 2-hour battery life. It's not sustainable for work. But I would be happy to be proven wrong.
If I had to ask you, saying in the race for
Mindshare.
conquesting the metaverse,
Yeah.
Apple has just entered the race. Quest and Meta has had a bit of a head start. Who do you think will win, and why do you think that'll happen?
I think it might be the Quest.
Why do you think so?
It's just got more adoption right now. Like, at $3,500, adoption is going to be low. Right? It's going to be set for a few rich people, 50 years old, don't have time to play games.
I mean, that's what Bombers said, that this is the most expensive phone in the world without a keyboard.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they're calling it Vision Pro. I'm pretty sure an Apple Vision Mini is going to come out that's cheaper. That's like $1,000. So I don't know. Like, I don't want to...
Sorry, coming back to why do you think the Quest will win?
I think the Quest will win because it already has adoption. I think it's a function of the best game. I think someone's going to build a World of Warcraft, MMORPG, or like a Dota or a League of Legends. People have tried the Counter-Strike thing. There are lots of games, there's Contractors, Pavlov and stuff. This is not good. Right? So I feel it's the function of the best game. And I think I want to see how AR plays out. I've seen a lot of how VR has played out. It's just a story of low retention. People use it 3 weeks, stop. I want to see how AR plays out.
Okay, you haven't tried the Vision Pro yet. What are 3 things that you're excited to see in the Vision Pro, and why is it exciting? Just from the video.
Some people who have tried the Vision Pro, like the Oculus CEO especially, the ex-Oculus CEO, Palmer Luckey, right? He's like, this is the best headset ever. He wrote a tweet on it.
Correct.
So a person who's worked in VR for so long, built the Oculus and the series of headsets after that, saying such good things about Apple or the new headset means a lot. So I'm looking forward primarily because somebody working here for a very long time has said this is amazing and it's better than everything I've tried before. Now, agreed, there was some bad breakup between him and Facebook or Meta, but still, it is still a good signal, right? That's number one. Number two, what I'm excited about is the Quest actually has really shitty compute compared to what the Vision Pro has. The M2, right?
M2.
And apparently they've solved lag because they have a separate chip that's just doing, synthesizing all the sensors on the Vision Pro, right? So I'm really excited to see whether that latency converts to something. A lot of people have said putting on the headset means like it's almost like you're not there, right? Or almost like the headset's not there because everything is real time. With the Quest, even at 120 hertz, it still feels little bit laggy. Still feels like I'm putting something else on. There's some magic that the door that stops the magic, right? So I'm really excited about the Vision Pro solving those problems. I just want to see it. Like I just want to use it. And then I think my thoughts will be more fleshed out.